How you doing? Zeke Johnson here with Customized Real Estate Deals, showing you another way to invest in real estate with no money, no credit. I just shot 2 videos with 2 properties we did on the west side of Detroit, an area that most people wouldn't even try this method in, but we did very, very well. Bought the properties for under 40, sold them for 150,000 using no money, no credit. So here I'm going to show you an example how you can do the same thing by duplicating what I teach you in this video. So let's get started. The first way that we can invest in real estate with no money, no credit is flipping houses. That's the most popular thing right now. A lot of people flipping, a lot of people want to learn how to flip. So here's how you flip with no money, no credit. So we're going to talk about flipping houses, no money, no credit. So basically the first step you want to do, you want to find a property, okay? That's either through a realtor, through marketing, through social media. You want to find somebody, a motivated seller, that's looking to sell you their property at a deep discount. Now, why would they sell you their property at a deep discount? It's because the property may be behind in taxes, it might be in foreclosure, it may be outdated, need upgrades. So they just ready to be done with the property. They could be going through a divorce. It's a million different reasons why somebody will sell your property for $30,000, and once you fix it up, it's worth $150,000. So don't get confused about that. Check out some of my videos on how to find property. I have a program that will teach you step by step on how to find property, motivated sellers to sell you their property. So we bought this property. The property been vacant for a long time. Lady bought it in a tax auction. She didn't have the money to fix it up. It was a complete disaster, and she just wanted to be done with it. So we bought the property at about $40,000, through a wholesaler, and basically we got a 100% finance loan to purchase the property at $40K, right? We bought the property at $40K. The lender lent us another $35K to fix the property up, okay? So we all in at $75,000. We paid the lender 16% interest on the money, and we sold the property for $135,000. Once we sold that property, we paid the lender back $75,000 plus its interest, and we walked away with a profit over 50 grand. I don't got the exact numbers in front of me, but I do have to check that cleared that when we closed on the property. So this is an excellent way to get into the real estate game with no money, no credit. Another way you can do this, because everybody don't offer 100% financing, what you can do, if you buy a property, it's saying it's worth 150, right? 150,000. You can get a hard money loan for you can get a hard money loan for 90% of the as is value. Okay, so I bought the property for 40,000. The as is, let's just say it's 40 grand. The hard money lender will give you a loan for 90% of that 40 grand. You will need to bring 10% of the as is, of the asking price. So you're going of the net of the as is value. So you'll bring 10%. You also will be responsible for closing costs, taxes, insurance, and things of that nature. So let's just say your total all in to the property is 15K. You need to rehab the property. Let's say we rehab the property for 35,000. That's repairs. So now you got the property, you got 90% of the purchase price. You need 35,000 for the rehab. The lender will lend you 100% of the rehab cost. Okay. So all you need is the closing costs, taxes, insurance. So your total all in is 15K. So at this point, you will get a gap funder. You will get a gap funder. The gap funder will lend you the 15K plus your interest only payments to the hard money lender. That can, for a loan like this, maybe $750 a month. It normally take you 4 to 6 months to flip a property from the time you buy it, rehab it, and sell it. So you got 6 months times $750. So the gap funder will lend you the $750 times 6 plus the 15K. So now you purchase this property, rehab it, and then you sell it for $150. Once you sell it for $150, you have, minus the closing costs, okay, minus the hard money loan, minus the gap funder. So you will walk away with a profit about $30,000. Okay. Now the gap funder normally would take half your profit or 20% of the loan, depending on how you negotiate that, how you work it out. But this is a great example of a hard money deal. So basically all you have to do is go find you a property to flip. Okay. You need to buy the property at the right price using our Mayo formula that you can learn on our different videos on our YouTube channel. So once you learn that, you make the right offer, you get the property at the right price where there's enough room built in so you can pay the gap funder, the hard money lender, the interest, and still walk away with $25,000 to $30,000 in your pocket without any money out of your pocket. So this is a popular way to get into the game. The second way, which used to be the most popular way, but probably still is, I just haven't done it in a while, but a lot of people do. It's people like to get into real estate using no money, no credit by becoming a wholesaler. Okay? No. Wholesaler. Now, what is a wholesaler? A wholesaler is somebody that finds property off-market listings from motivated sellers, and then they find cash buyers, and they meet them in the middle, and they make some money for brokering that transaction. So, for example, I may have found Susie Cream Cheese selling the property for $50,000. Now, her property may be worth $150,000, but the property needs $50,000 in repairs. Susie Cream Cheese lives out of state. We call them an absentee owner, right? She is getting tax bills, water bills, gas bill. She's getting blight violations from the city. She's getting nasty letters from the neighbors. And she's just done with this property. She wants out of it. She inherited the property from her grandfather. She don't want it, okay? You send her a letter, a mailer, okay? You send her a mailer, something like this. So somebody sent me this property because I own property in my local area. Say, hello, my name is Wendy. My husband and I are looking for a house in your neighborhood. If you are looking to sell your house now, in the future, please call us. By the way, you do not have to fix or remodel your house. No repairs, no hassle. We are willing to work with you just the way your house is, so please call us. This is an example of a letter that we teach you how to send out to potential homeowners are absentee owners. I don't know why they sent me this letter because I have no reason to sell my property. But people that live out of state and own property in a different state, they are motivated to sell, okay? So you send out enough of these, you will get people calling you back ready to sell. We'll teach you how to go, negotiate a deal, find out why they're selling, get the house under contract, and you wholesale the property, okay? Now, how do you do that? So let's say you and Susie come to an agreement to buy the house for $50,000. Okay, so we got a house here. Bam. 50K. Once you do that, you look at the numbers, you know this house is selling for 150 all fixed up. So you then get this house under contract, purchase agreement. Say, hey, Susie, I would like to buy your property. Even though you have no money, no credit, you don't even know how you're going to buy this property. You're not. So you get this house under contract, right? Under contract. You then go and find some cash buyers. So we show you how to market this property. Put it online, put it on your website, put it, in the local, not in the local paper, but go to your local REIA group and you market this property to cash buyers, okay? They will then look to purchase this property from you. You get it for $50,000, you market it for $60,000. You put it out there, say, hey, I got a nice property in a beautiful neighborhood for $60,000. You put $30,000 into it, you can sell it for $150,000. You make $10,000, the person who buys it, fix it up, they make $50,000. Who mad? Nobody. Everybody's happy, it's a win-win for everybody. You then assign this property, this contract, not the property. You got it under contract, now you assign the property to the new buyer. Okay? For a $10,000 fee. You follow that? So you market it. Found this property for $50,000. You get it under contract. Assign the contract to a cash buyer on your buyer's list for a $10,000 fee. If you don't believe this, YouTube it, Google it. People do it all day, every day. This is how I initially got into real estate in 2012. My first 3 weeks, I made $16,000 doing just this from my home office on my iPhone. Never met the buyer, never met the seller. Strictly virtual real estate investing. I had money wired into my account when the deal closed. Email signing, everything was legit. We made a ton of money. There were some months where we made $20,000 strictly from our house doing deals like this. I still do deals like this from time to time, but I mainly do flips, okay? And I buy my own property. So I no longer want to assign the property. I want to keep it for myself. So this is a very popular way to buy and sell real estate with no money, no credit. The third way you can invest in real estate using no money, no credit is called subject to. Subject to. It's a term for subject to the existing finances. So let's use an example of somebody that you can buy a property from. So let's just say you know somebody that's getting a divorce. You do some marketing. Somebody call you. They got a house for $50,000. It's only worth $75,000. So it's not a lot of room in there to really flip it or assign it. So what do? They want to get rid of the property. They ready to move. They don't care about no profit, no money. They just want out, but they don't want to ruin their credit. So you can buy this property subject to the existing finances. Okay? So you basically would take over this person's mortgage. Let's just say the mortgage is $500 a month. They owe $25,000 on the property, and it's in a nice area. You buy the property at $500 a month. You can then maybe paint it, maybe just, you know, spruce it up a little bit, make it look decent if you need to clean out or whatever, and rent it out for maybe $1,000 a month. So now you are paying $500 a month to their existing mortgage. The tenant is paying you $1,000 a month. Guess what? You are now cash flowing $500 a month minus tax and insurance, so maybe you're pocketing $300 a month. The beauty of this is you just bought an asset using no money, no credit, and you are cash flowing. If you did 10 of these a year and you cash flow $300, that's $3,000 a year that, you know, a month that you would be making. You know, that could pay for your mortgage, your car note, private school for your kids, you know, whatever the case is. So this is a great way to do just that. There are a couple other ways that I'm not going to talk about in this video, but these are the top 3. So I just wanted to give you guys that information. Check out my video where I show you 2 properties that we are doing, no money, no credit, and we should profit 30 grand on each deal after everything is said and done, using no money, no credit. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.